Hi. Good day, fellow people. It's that time of the year when we tell ourselves we're gonna stop overeating after the holidays, but actually never stop. On a different note, there's already 100 subscribers on this channel, so I wanted to thank you for your undying support, Mom. Anyway, I thought about what I liked this past year in relation to my photography and decided to put it together for a little video. I wanted to end the year with this since it's meant to reflect 2024, but this video gets out in 2025, so I don't know, deal with it. Well, I think I'll keep this one simple with just few basic categories, so I hope you won't get bored too fast. Alright, let's jump into it with my favorite film stock. I shot with the classics as well as tested some interesting stocks, but really enjoyed two. Or one actually. It is 400D, but in my case I shot with Reflex Lab 400D and Merix 400D. I had similar, if not the same results with both stocks, and I'm pretty sure they are basically Cinestill 400D copy, but they were priced way better than Cinestill when I was buying them. For those who don't know, the stock is daylight balance, hence the D, right? And has a pleasant warm tones which I enjoy in my work. It is basically a cinema film with the remjet layer removed, so the stock features halations around highlights, which I grew to like. But beware, 400D can be very much a hit or miss. I generally recommend shooting with enough daylight so that it can show its beautiful colors. But I also usually shoot it close to one stop overexposed, give or take. I try to feed it more light to keep the shadows and to sort of warm up the highlights, if that makes sense. While it might not need it every time, I feel like 400D renders colors a bit better with more light than box speed gives it. My favorite camera that I picked up this year has to be the Epson RD1. I just made a quick overview / first impressions video, link in the description, and I will dive deeper once I've been using it for a bit longer. RD1 is digital camera with film camera body. It has a manually wound shutter that you crank the same as on most 35mm cameras and features like a M mount. Amazing piece of technology and very fun camera to use. You can find out more about it in my video or just somewhere on the internet. Oh, and by the way, it was the first digital rangefinder camera ever released, so suck it, Leica. I really enjoyed using Yashica FX3 Super 2000 this past year, and even more when I picked up the Carl Zeiss 50mm f1.7 planar lens. I will do more in-depth review of both Yashica FX3 Super 2000 and his lens, but in short, the camera is a small yet capable 35mm SLR camera that features Contax Yashica mount for that sweet lineup of Carl Zeiss glass. The 50 f1.7 I picked up is the cheaper 50mm in Contax Yashica mount lenses lineup, but it is still pretty sharp overall, especially once stopped down to at least f4. But if you need that extra bit of light or the depth of field, f1.7 is still very usable. I took the 50 for a spin while camping near Mount Fuji, for example. And also for a lot of my black and white work with filters, which is a nice segue to the next category. I started using filters more this year, mostly experimenting with what I like and what I can do with them, but what I am really excited about is the infrared R72 filter used for, you guessed it, infrared film. The one I got is from 4th Eye, so I'm not entirely sure how it will perform, but I look forward to it. I also enjoyed using classic orange filter with black and white film, but I don't have the filter on me right now. That content is for another video though, if I don't forget and don't mess it up. Alright, this one feels more like a toy rather than camera, but Instax Mini 7T is my favorite thing to carry when I want to have tangible memories or just share them instantly with my friends. It is mostly automatic with small display telling you how many shots you have left and what settings you have selected. There are some basic settings where you can basically tell the camera what you're taking photo of, kind of like most point and shoots. There's even a little mirror next to the lens to sort of compose a selfie, but it is just barely usable. I've taken a few hundred photos since I've bought it back in 2018, and I have used it plenty this past year to capture my favorite moments. It's not a high-tech camera, and sometimes the photos don't really turn out well, but that is part of the fun and unique quality of this little camera. Alright, that's all I have for this episode. See you in the next one. Okay, bye.